congratulations to Coach Vegan and Montana State on the win. A really good football team. Got a great environment here certainly had a great deal of support for them today. I'm really proud of our football team. Got a group that I think if you started the season, there wouldn't be many people that thought we'd be here. Unfortunately, we got a group that's really disappointed because they wanted to keep playing, and thought they showed in the fourth quarter everything that's been good about this football team. A lot of fight, a lot of heart, a bunch of tremendous young men that are a pleasure to coach. Couldn't be prouder of them. Obviously the outcome's not what we wanted, but they set a standard for the University of South Dakota football that going to be hard for future teams to live up to, because this was a good one.
All right, let's have open questions to the athletes.
Dennis, I know the emotions are still pretty fresh right now, but just looking back at what you guys accomplished this season, doing more than any of this team had ever done, just how special was it to play with this group and get as far as you did?
It was very special. Like Coach said, like nobody would have expected this in the beginning of the year, but as long as we believed in ourselves and we just trusted each other.
You guys played a lot of really good quarterbacks, a lot of good dual threat quarterbacks. Just what made Tommy Malott different and so hard to defend today?
He just capitalized off our mistakes. He's a great player, but you can't take it from him. He did a good job today. We just didn't play our best football.
What did you see on that 41-yard run? What was your vantage point on that one?
I can't even really tell you. I don't even remember it, honestly.
Travis, there was so many times in this game where they had the chances to sort of break it open, but you guys were able to stem the tide. Just talk about that element and being able to stay in it down the wire there.
Yeah, we've been leaning on each other all year. Got into another one of those situations. We had our trust with defense to get a stop, and didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
For both of you, just how does this team compare to some of the other good teams you faced this season?
It's a good team. Hard-earned win. We can't take that from them. But we was a good team too, so it was a good year.
Travis, you're going to go down as the all-time leading touchdown rushing leader in program history you've had in his historic career. Just kind of reflect on what your time in Vermillion has been like and how special it's been.
6 seasons. I'm pretty blessed. I'm probably one of the few college football players that had the same head coach and same position coach for all 6 seasons. So thank God for that. But yeah, super blessed. Charles Pierce is going to break that record next year, so it's awesome to have it, but I'll be rooting for those guys for sure.
Coach, I know we've talked about this senior group multiple times this year, but just with the season over, just talk about how special it's been to coach them.
Great leaders, great people, and really good football players. As a coach, can't ask for much. Can't ask for much more than those 3 things. Two of the best right here that have been focused guys throughout their careers on one thing, and that's making our program better. And they've done that. We told them in the locker room, the standard that they've established, not just in wins and losses, but in how they play, is something that is going to make a difference in this program as we move down the future.
Kind of the same question I asked Dennis about Tommy Malott. You guys faced a lot of great quarterbacks this season, but what made him so hard to prepare for and defend?
He's a good player. The long touchdown run was a broken play. He made something out of a broken play, and that's what good players do. I thought after the first quarter and a half, I thought we really settled in, played great defense in the second half. You know, they were playing a little bit more conservatively offensively, but, you know, we got them off the field and created enough possessions that we had a chance to get ourselves back in the game. We just didn't finish drives very well. But, you know, he's an experienced guy, hard runner. You know, I thought we hit him a lot today. You know, made him pay for the yards that he got, but you know, he made enough big plays, both throwing and running the football today to help them put points on the board.
Okay. Was there anything you saw on either side that was allowed them to limit the run a little bit more after those first few gash plays, and then same with getting some more pressure kind of later in the game?
They got good pass rushers. Again, you know, when you've got to be one-dimensional offensively, you're not as good. We had to throw the football more than what we wanted to when we were down 2 scores there in the fourth quarter. I thought Aiden did a good job throwing the ball under pressure. You know, we had a couple of chances to you know, make some one-on-one plays that we didn't. And obviously some of the miscues hurt us, which has been atypical. We've been a pretty clean football team, but you know, we have 2 red zone possessions, and we fumble snaps and get ourselves off schedule, and you can't do that against you know, a really good football team like Montana State. It's going to cost you, and eventually it did today.
Talk about Travis Theis' performance this afternoon.
You know, I've said this a few times. He is just a football player. You know, he loves the game. He could tell. You know, you can tell by watching him play. He loves the game. He's going to give you everything he's got on every snap. You know, every run he falls forward, gets another couple. You know, I thought he was really good today. You know, and you know, and he's been that way for us all year. He's played a little bit banged up at times, but you'd never know it. I mean, he's going to be the physical football player that he always is, and honestly, I think of his 6 years here, you know, been one of the real reasons that you know, we've made national playoff runs the last 2 years. It's because of not just his play, it's because of his leadership.
What'd you think of the overall environment today?
Well, they got a great crowd. You know, you know, we worked in noise through the course of the week. You know, caused us a couple of procedure penalties. You know, the one communication error on the bad snap. Aiden was actually checking the play, and I think the center thought he was executing a snap count. You know, it's a hard environment to play in. It's, you know, you think about, you know, we had a 1 day shorter week. We had to travel, and then you got to come on the road and play in this environment. It's definitely a home field advantage for them in the playoffs to be in this round, and I guess we just got to play a little bit better to you know, have that semifinal be at home.
One of the great seasons in your program's history. So what helped you guys get to this point, to the Final Four for the first time?
Well, we've got a group of kids that believe, group of kids that set a goal to win a championship this year. They won one by winning the Valley Championship, something our program's never done, but that wasn't the one they wanted. They wanted the one that's at the end of the road, and you know, hopefully, like I said, you know, the standard's been set now that you know, we want to be a program that year in, year out is playing for a national championship.